When you're asked to picture New Zealand, this may not be the first thing that comes to mind. In fact, you might struggle to get that far.
I think, to be honest, I thought it was Auckland, not Auckland. That's pretty much about it. I knew Lord of the Rings was filmed here, and I think that's about the extent of it.
However, a select few are looking to turn ice hockey into tradition.
This year for me, one of my sort of key things was to build a culture, and because culture is quite important for taking right through a season and getting a winning team.
The Canterbury Red Devils are at the end of their 2014 NZIHL season, and all going well, they will capture their third national title in a row.
I believe like this is the best team that has played in this league, and we need to go out there and prove that tonight.
This is their journey. It's a temperamental Friday weather-wise in the world's adventure capital. The town is ripe with distractions, but for the visiting Canterbury Red Devils, the word of the day is routine.
Game day, usually get to the rink about an hour and a half before the game starts, and I've usually got a timetable of the guys that I'm going to see before the game for strapping and rub downs and just assessing any injuries and niggles that they might have, just to get them prepared as much as possible.
Earlier on the day planner, however, is the team's afternoon meal, a believed cornerstone of success for the team.
Eden did a lot of work with eating plans, so he created us an eating plan about what we eat 2 days out, what we eat the night before, what we eat on the day, and a lot of the guys have sort of brought into that and stuck to that planning, because a lot of things, while we sometimes struggle for like sort of the amount of ice time that we're able to get and the quality games, so we have to focus on other things that we can bring to the table that we can actually control.
Things like harnessing your competitive spirit.
Boom! What a goal.
Or taking it slower to keep your mind clear.
Let us know when you're shooting so we're not chirping people if you are.
But at this end of the calendar, there's not much else to do for these Red Devils but to await their hosts in the Southern Stampede. For the starting goaltender Justin Finley and the rest of the Canterbury Red Devils, the Queenstown Ice Arena is but a short walk away from the team's hostel. This is hardly a worry for head coach Stacey Rout. In his first season with the team, he sees moments like these as opportunities to implement his long-term plan. He spent the inaugural season of the New Zealand Ice Hockey League and most of his career with the Southern Stampede, and understands the importance of a winning attitude.
I kind of feel that this team, to me, just the cultural feel is very much like that. Very close-knit guys. We have no complaints. Everyone gets on really well, and the guys will actually do anything for each other out on the ice, and we spend a lot of time off the ice doing things as a group, team activities and things, and it's a fantastic team culture that we have, and that's been particularly one of our keys for success this year. I'm really happy that you survived Queenstown last night. We've got a game on, eh?
Yeah, it's true. But he's chirped you, and he got Jake earlier as well. He's done a couple of beauties so far. He's on fire.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. Okay. A couple of things that you guys are going to encounter here tonight that guys that have played here before know is you're going to get a lot of abuse from the fans. All right, you're going to get a huge amount, and some of it might be quite hurtful to your feelings. All right, but I think we're big enough boys that you guys can take whatever the fans down here can throw at you and just ignore them, okay? Because you're not gonna beat them. So tonight is all about being smart, and not getting drawn into, and not downgrading our play. All right, we play our Red Devils hockey. We're not going to play their hockey. We're going to stick to our system, stick to our game plans, and we're going to stay fucking classy out there, boys. All right, that's important because we're a brand. We're selling a brand. All right, that's fucking true. All right, so, and this is all about being part of something bigger than yourselves, is putting the team first, going into the finals, and making sure we feel good going into the finals, boys. So be smart out there and play hard. We're fucking playing to win. Now I will say, Finlay's starting. All right. We let him down up in Auckland. Alright, we let him down up in Auckland when we played against the Admirals. We're not going to do that tonight, boys. Alright? Just because we've already secured home final in the minor premiership doesn't mean jack shit. We're still come down here. We want to win. Alright? Because we're taking this winning attitude right through with us now. And we're going to fucking play for Finlay. Alright? We're going to fucking go out and we're going to win this game for him. And we're going to play for him and he's going to play for us. Alright? It's that simple.
Over the past few years, the rivalry between these two teams has reached boiling point. Burgle Cup finalists in 2012, each matchup between the Canterbury Red Devils and the Southern Stampede has been marked with physicality, intensity, and spite. Something the hosting Southerners are quick to re-establish. While the first few minutes are fast and physical, it's a red jersey that finds the scoring touch first. This is exactly the kind of start wanted by the visiting side, who are quick to capitalise on their building momentum. All four lines utilise their bodies to whittle down their opponents piece by piece. However, a high sticking call on defenseman Tom Richards seemingly pulls the welcome mat out from under them. Soon it would be the Southern Stampede's turn to issue a reply. The game intensifies as each player seeks to exert their will over the other. Bodies slam into the boards to set up the recurring imagery for the evening. And altercations after the whistle will test the league officials to their very limit. Within these moments comes an opportunity for a Stampede player, Matt Schneider, to separate himself from the herd. Schneider would leave too little time to allow a comeback, forcing the Red Devils to concede the lead at the end of the first period.
Our skill's not going to fucking win this game tonight, boys. Like, we got to match the intensity for this goal too. Like, we got to grind it out here. It's going to be a dirty goal, a greasy goal.
It's like playoff hockey the next 5 games.
Exactly.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Let's just get a little bit of urgency in our play. Alright, gain that red line. Alright, dump it in. We're not carrying it in so well, it's quite tight, and we're trying to like dump it in through the middle, and we're hitting their fucking pads and it's bouncing out. Alright, get that red line, chip it in, go dump and chase, because the defensemen, alright, we've got it on them. Alright, we've got the speed and we've got the one-on-one advantage, so that means we need to hold it down deep and cycle it like we were last weekend.
When we jump it, try going hard off the backboards or off the mesh. As soon as we get over the red, go off that backboards off the mesh, their D have got to turn on it. By then you're already 4 steps past him and that puck's coming back to us. Try different things. That's what they're doing.
Second guy, drive that net, get that middle drive. Yeah. Like we're getting stuck out in that perimeter again. Yeah.
Small barn here, loud, we gotta talk, communicate.
When we get down low and we cycle, we make room even in the small rink.
Yeah.
We can. Their D aren't fucking good. They're dumb. You make one quick pass, once you made that pass, cut to the middle or move in high and the other guy come in low. One quick pass and it'll break them.
When the puck drops for the second, the Queenstown Ice Arena is at a fever pitch. Spirited play in the first has given them the home ice edge, and it seems that puck luck is in their favour as well. The Red Devils can only watch on as opportunities fall to the wayside. The Stampede seem unaffected by such troubles as Schneider once again steps up to the mark. Troubles on the score sheet wouldn't be the only thing to affect the Red Devils, as soon the spectre of injury started looming over the bench. Bradley Apps is the first to go down. He'd soon return to play, but he serves as chilling foreshadowing of Canterbury's game to come.
I was pretty busy. A few boys down and yeah, it was a bit worrying, but yeah, we got there. Justin mainly and his knee, so had to look after him. What was it, second period he went down, and yeah, it was just making sure he was alright, and then yeah, a few of the other guys, I was nearly running on the ice to check if they were okay, so yeah, but most of them were, yeah, it's all good. Justin, not too good, but he's really determined to keep playing, so I'll just have to do as much as I can to make sure he's okay, and everyone else is looking pretty good.
For replacement goaltender Michael Coleman, the job was simple for him and his boys: withstand the charge. But in the game of hockey on nights like this, that is a statement easier said than done. Michael Coleman and a determined Canterbury side would do their best in the face of Matt Schneider and a concentrated Southern Stampede offence. Their efforts would be met with yet more injury scares and a guest appearance from Queenstown's infamous fifth line.
coming down to Queenstown is always exciting for a number of reasons. One, just the fans that play against. They're definitely very colourful, and they're great to play against. And guys can take it either two ways. They can let it get to them, or they can help it make them play stronger.
For those in attendance at the end of the second, you wouldn't be mistaken for placing the strength with the Queenstown side and their sold-out crowd. A sentiment echoed by the veteran leadership in the visitors' locker room.
Fuck, I said this last time we're down here. It's one thing to play like shit and lose, a completely another thing to play well and lose. At the moment, we're pretty fucking average and we're losing. So let's go out, we've got 20 minutes, let's go out there regardless of what the fucking scoreboard says. As long as we leave the fucking ice, go, hey, we fucking played well, maybe we got beat by a better team tonight, is what it is. Fucking play like shit, get beat, come off, feel like shit. That isn't how this works here. Let's fucking suck it up, get out there for another 20, play with a fucking bit of heart, some balls, play for the jersey, and maybe we'll fucking finish this game actually feeling a little bit proud.
At the top of the third period, the Red Devils take Red Spear's words to heart and begin an effort to push back. Despite Matt Schneider completing his hat-trick, the visitors continue to play with desperation. Michael Coleman finds solace in routine, and just 12 seconds later, Tomasz Lences finds the back of the net with a favourable bounce. The battle rages on, Matt Schneider this time setting up McRae on this play behind the Red Devils' defence. As the third period progresses, play remains physical, and opportunities to rest remain few and far between. Later still, emotions threaten to boil over as the Canterbury Red Devils finally start to lose their cool in earnest. The penalty minutes continue to tally upwards. And still play continues. The Red Devils press on and are finally rewarded with a much needed marker of their own. It's do or die as the Red Devils look to recompose, but just as momentum seems to shift, the captain is taken down once more. This time, an accidental high stick catches Hayden Argyle under the visor and sends him into the boards. The dying moments of the game are siege warfare as the Southern Stampede keep the Red Devils to the blue line. Both sides press on. Each inch of territory is battled for until Brian Dunford shows how he is able to get under his opponent's skin. The perceived slight against Chris Eden brings the emotions on the Red Devils bench to boiling point. The home team crowd, however, takes the opportunity to show appreciation for their favourite goaltender. And still Canterbury are hounded all over the ice. When rookie Mason Kennedy goes down behind the net due to a failed hit attempt, it isn't long before he extols the virtues of persistence onto his opponents. His efforts would serve as cold comfort, as the Red Devils would be unable to compete on the score sheet, if not in other areas. At a time thought to have no room left for chaos, the end of the third period, memories were forged of one last arrow through the heart of the Red Devils, and one last scrum at the buzzer, if only for the sake of tradition.
Coleman, unlucky, bro. Sorry about that. It is what it is.
Nah, no fucking suspensions. We're halfway there.
Just one more game, baby. It's a shit way to look at it at the same time as a smile. Guys, tomorrow.
Tomas, how was your conversation in the corner?
Did you understand?
Yeah, good.
Just, I don't speak Hungarian. Just a couple words.
Couple words?
Yeah. Did he understand?
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey, what were you doing in the corner with those kids?
Huh?
What were you doing in the corner?
Oh, not the kids. There's a guy there and he's like, it's Coleman, you're a way to keep your heads for the most part, boys. Hey, no, it was good. Way to everyone keep their heads, Coleman. Well done. Good job. Well done, boys.
Let it be said that neither standings nor streaks, nor guaranteed home finals can comfort those mere moments after a game loss. For winning is an addiction. The withdrawals can be so severe that winners will put everything on the line in moments of seeming inconsequence. For winning is an addiction. And so it will be that the Red Devils will return the very next night with renewed energy and a desire to win.